Morning and welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. I'm Dan Corlett.
And I'm Madison Donor. Today is Wednesday, April 24th, 2019. And today is National Pigs in a Blanket Day, and later this week it's Arbor Day.
I don't want to be rude to the trees, but I'm way more excited about National Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Yeah, they're my favorite little snack, like during Super Bowl.
Oh, you go to bougie Super Bowl parties. We just have hint of lime chips. But yeah, we're going to talk about the holiday where we plant trees later, but we'll have plenty more to talk about as well today. Stay tuned for all of that, and we'll talk about how the city of Syracuse is helping to rebuild after a natural disaster. A rapper is helping to protect the planet, and top stories on your day, and of course, weather and entertainment. So stay tuned. This is Rise and Shine at 9. Updates on the Sri Lanka story and a connection to how it's connected to New Zealand, and also how Amazon and a department store are teaming up. Plus, if you're short on time or money, there's a company who will help you fake a vacation and make it look for real. But first, we have updates on the opioid crisis as it hits close to our own backyard as well. But before we do that, let's take a quick look outside our window at beautiful Oswego. It's a little bit gray today, a lot different than how it was yesterday. But we're tough, strong like bull up here. We are the North. But with this, we are
It was beautiful yesterday.
We are the
Such a
Winterfell
tease.
of SUNY schools. That's not true. There's schools further north
Buffalo,
than us.
there's...
Anyway, let's talk about the opioid story.
Yeah.
For the first time in our nation's history, a federal drug charge is being brought against a pharmaceutical company. The Rochester Drug Cooperative, the 6th largest drug distribution company in the world, based here in New York, is charged with failing to file reports to the proper authorities regarding suspicious orders and knowingly distributing high-level pharmaceuticals to locations who were illegally distributing the medication. The majority of the medication being distributed were opioids like oxycodone and fentanyl. These charges come after a 2-year investigation from the DEA. To go off of that a little bit more, the company, the Rochester Drug Cooperative, have signed an agreement with...
Like a plea?
Yeah, with the legal system, and it's more of an agreement saying, like, we did know about this, we're guilty, but here are the people who are in charge. They kind of just handed over the people who did this to the authorities.
Throw them under the bus.
Yeah, and it lets them stay open and continue to distribute medication. The problem is the executives raised the price of certain drugs almost 9-fold in 4 years. It went from $4 million for oxycodone sales in 1 year to $42.2 million of oxycodone sales in just 4 years.
It's crazy.
So they've contributed a lot to the problem, but luckily we've kind of pinned down. I didn't do anything. Luckily the law has kind of pinned that down and helped track the corruption down. So we'll see.
Hopefully it makes a difference, because this is hard hitting in our area.
Hopefully it irons down the issues.
Exactly. Yesterday, the death toll from Sri Lanka bombings, Easter bombings, rose to 321.
Those statements, we haven't received anything officially, nor have we received any intelligence reports that corroborate what has been said in Sri Lanka. Look, I absolutely understand, though. Sri Lanka will be in the very early stages of its investigations, and so we're simply stepping back and allowing them to undertake those. But again, as I say, we have nothing to, at this stage, corroborate what...
Now the Islamic State has claimed responsibility. The country's prime minister has warned that several suspects armed with explosives are still at large. Another top government official said the suicide bombings at the churches, hotels, and other sites were carried out by Islamic fundamentalists in apparent retaliation for the New Zealand mosque massacres last month, that a white supremacist has been charged with carrying it out. It's so sad that all this heartbreak is coming around the world.
And
first in New Zealand and now in Sri Lanka.
Right, trying to correct a heartbreak with another heartbreak is insane.
An eye for an eye, it just doesn't work.
It makes the world go blind, but we send prayers to everybody involved.
Exactly.
All right, moving on. Just when you think brick and mortar stores are dying out, Kohl's has made an announcement that might potentially save the storefront. The department store announced this week that they're going to begin taking people's Amazon order returns in person. This comes after Kohl's and Amazon announced a partnership 2 years ago, and they've been testing free in-store returns since that time. In that 2-year span that they've been testing the in-store returns, Kohl's stock has gone up 12%. The company has started to sell Amazon merch in store, which is a huge boost because people like the Amazon Choice or Amazon Select stuff.
Some of it's cheaper, so
yeah,
it's better
I'm
for
pretty.
your
My
buck.
camera case is an Amazon Select case, and the customer traffic in stores, particularly in Chicago, where they started to roll this out, has apparently zoomed up.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a huge story for people across the nation, particularly Amy Diane, aka my mom, who's a huge proponent of Kohl's
Mom
Cash.
doesn't love Kohl's Cash?
No, I love Kohl's Cash. What you're seeing right here, folks,
Right here,
is A1 Kohl's material. All of this has been brought to you by the fine folks at Kohl's, and half of it was paid on Kohl's Cash because my mom loves the Kohl's Cash. Have I mentioned that my mom likes Kohl's Cash?
Oh, geez. A big scare on Hawaii's Big Island. That's where a female kayaker ended up in the jaws of a shark. Lisa Caboto reports.
Kimberly Bishop and her husband enjoy spending time out on the water. This is video of them last month at Anaiho'omalu Bay. At about 8 this morning, they were there again, several hundred yards offshore. Kimberly was in her kayak with her husband in front of her on a stand-up paddleboard.
The water was really clear. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, and then all of a sudden, something hit me from behind and immediately dumped me over and bit my leg like right away.
The 65-year-old says the shark immediately let go after biting her thigh above her right knee.
I heard her yelling, "Shark, shark." So I turned and saw her in the water. I could see the fins of the shark. Can't imagine it was anything but a tiger shark. The bite length was pretty long.
Fire officials say the bite mark was about 12 inches in diameter. Paddlers from the Waikoloa Canoe Club helped to bring the couple to shore, and beach boys warned other people in the water.
Run up and down the beach, pull everybody out of the water, make sure everybody's out of the water and safe.
Warning signs are posted, and authorities have closed beaches in the area until further notice.
Hotel and lodging properties in the area advise their guests to stay out of the water. A flyover by the Hawaii Fire Department late this morning did not reveal any shark activity in the water at that time.
Bishop was flown in stable condition to North Hawaii Community Hospital, where she was stitched up.
I'm still going to kayak. No, I'm not afraid of going out in the water anymore, and I'm not afraid of sharks. This is their home, and we go into their home and things happen.
The International Shark Attack File investigated 130 incidents of alleged shark attacks in 2018, and they say 66 of those cases were unprovoked attacks.
Yeah. Coming up after the break, we'll have your entertainment and weather.
Yeah, and before we go, let's take a quick look at that weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Liam Healy. Liam, tell us about the grayness outside, man.
Well, Dan, it's pretty gray out there, and temperatures really aren't going to look too much greater either. So we had a high of 76 degrees in Syracuse yesterday. Our average of this time of year is 61 and 40. We're looking at a high of 46 degrees today up here in Oswego. Maybe getting into the low 50s down as you get towards Syracuse. But as you check across the region, the entire area just really is not seeing very high temperatures. Seeing general 40s, even 30s up on the Tug Hill. We'll be right back, and we'll have more coming up in just a little bit.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice.
No, it works now.
Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Here at WTOP, we pride ourselves on delivering you all the news you need to know from the day's events.
Whether it's happened on Capitol Hill or right here in Oswego,
we make sure you know all about it. We keep you up to date on all your favorite
Oswego and professional sports.
And our Storm Team 10 meteorologist will make sure that you know exactly what weather you're up against when you start your day.
Every Monday through Thursday night, make sure to tune in to Channel 10.2, because at WTOP, we don't just tell you the news.
We are
the news.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Liam Healy. Walking out the door today, you're going to notice it's much colder than it was yesterday. Look at a 12 degrees difference from this time yesterday, and generally 12, 11, 10 degrees across the entire region, colder than it was yesterday at this time. When you check across the region, you see temperatures are just cold. It's 40 degrees here in Oswego, 39 in Adams, 35 all the way up in Harrisburg. Would not want to be waking up to that this morning. Now, as you check across our area, stay rather dry, a few sprinkles up to the north, but staying rather dry throughout the rest of the day. Our next rain threat comes on Friday. Let's time that out for you here. You see Friday, checking in the morning, we see generally clear, but some of our computers having issues right now. So what we're going to be talking about mainly on Friday is we're watching for rain to come in around noon. So maybe part of your morning commute, more during lunchtime, and maybe if you leave early during the day, you could be seeing that rain begin to move into the area. So as you head into severe weather season as well, since we're seeing some rather quiet weather right now, now's the time to prepare. So what's the difference between a watch and a warning? We're checking for a severe thunderstorm watch. It means there are storms in your area. They're possible. The atmosphere is ready to produce these storms. You want to stay alert of these changing conditions and, of course, have multiple sources of information. Now, a severe thunderstorm warning means a severe thunderstorm is heading your way. So you want to head inside and stay inside until the warning has passed. And again, multiple sources of information. I cannot stress this enough. That is the most important thing. So a tornado watch, you're seeing conditions are favorable. The atmosphere has the ingredients to make a tornado. So you want to stay alert of changing conditions. These are rather broad watches. So these usually cover at least 20 counties. And again, multiple sources of information. I cannot stress this again enough. Now, a tornado warning. So what that means is that a tornado has either been spotted by someone who's trained as a spotter or the National Weather Service, or there's heavy indications by meteorologists watching the radar that a tornado is heading towards your area. You want to head inside. You want to find a storm shelter, a basement, or a bathroom, somewhere away from windows in the lowest part of your house. You want to, again, multiple sources of information. And again, this is just an example. A lot of people have storm cellars in their basements. And that's where a lot of people tend to go. If you don't have a basement, again, bathrooms, lowest part of your house. These are the things that you need to know heading into severe weather season and making sure you know the difference between these watches and warnings. I'll be going over later on Facebook Live. Follow me on Facebook, meteorologist Liam Healy, about these ways you can get these multiple sources of weather information. It'll be later today around 5 o'clock. Now, as you check out today's highs, generally we're looking for getting into the low to mid 40s. It's not showing up here, but you can trust me, I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist. We're watching for these mid-40s, maybe even getting up down into the 50s to get a little bit further south towards Syracuse in that area. But right here in Oswego, we're watching for 46 degrees. Winds are going to be dying down during the day, but they are still rather strong, 10 to 20 miles an hour out of the west. That's partially helping to keep us so cool. And we are going to see these mostly cloudy skies stick around for the rest of the time. So checking your 7-day, we're watching for these cooler temperatures. Thursday, we could see a jump up into the warmer temperatures, 58 degrees possible. Friday, we're seeing that rain. Again, part of your morning commute, lunchtime, maybe even your early evening commute. But we are seeing rather moderate 54 degrees. But as you head into the weekend, we really cool down and another chance of rain on Sunday. And again, staying below average through the beginning of your work week. We'll be right back. You're watching Rise and Shine at 9.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
I'm a lot more confident and a lot more sure of my abilities. At Oswego is where I really found myself and became the person I am. You work hard and you play hard. I love the environment of SUNY Oswego.
David Richey. I mean, they were. Do you think Bryce Humphrey, Tommy John survivor, Nathan Evaldi?
Welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. With Earth Day on Monday and Arbor Day on Friday, there's no question as to why April is associated with protecting our planet. One of the best ways to protect our Earth is by planting trees and what happens when natural disasters take over. Juliana Scrow has the story on how the city of Syracuse is replanting.
It was a devastating storm for many people in the community. It came with 115-mile-per-hour winds striking central New York and damaging hundreds of buildings and thousands of trees.
When that storm hit, it knocked down thousands of trees on public and private land.
A master plan was developed to figure out a way to rebuild the community.
We studied about what we have in the urban forest extensively. And we came up with some recommendations how to get back where we want to be.
And neighborhood programs were created to restore the trees in the community.
It's amazing to see the progress that we've been making on these streets. I see a lot of before and after pictures, and it just looks so much better. And it also makes the community unified in a way, and it's very nice to see that, like just the way that everybody reacts to it, and myself, it's a great thing to see.
Even with these efforts, the tree canopy remains the same.
It's still at that 27%. It's not increasing with all the work that we're doing.
The city will advance their master planning process by conducting surveys to hundreds of participants.
Our goal is to find out what people want from our forest and how we can get there as a community.
A series of public meetings will be held to hear from everyone in the community. Juliana Scrow reporting.
The city of Syracuse plans to release the final master plan this June. To learn more about the plan, visit www.syracuse.ny.us. A pretty cool thing to do. I was really young when the Labor Day storm happens, and there's still trees down, and
that's crazy.
There's still, I remember there's still whole hills like on 41 on your way from Syracuse to Lafayette that are just like trees knocked down. And like, obviously it looks different now. They've cleared it, but it's totally different. Yeah.
Not only is the city of Syracuse stepping up to help promote Earth awareness, but so are many celebrities. David Andrew Bird, better known as his rapper name Little Dicky's new song about Earth, is helping to promote facts surrounding climate change.
What I was trying to achieve with the song is just kind of get everyone on a base level understanding of knowing the facts at hand, and just like, or at least being interested in looking into the facts at hand. You know what I mean? Like, this song itself was kind of, the journey was a discovery process for me. Like, 3 years ago,
you don't have to follow what he's saying.
I knew that there was this vaguely I knew that there was a big environmental issue on Earth. I didn't know the details of it. As I made the song, I really felt compelled to investigate the facts, and I was just blown away by the urgency and the immediacy of the issue. Like, I think a lot of people kind of assume that, you know, sure, we're doing bad things to the Earth, but it's going to come into play 10,000 years from now, a million years from now. I don't think people realize that it's well within our lifetimes that, like, you know, massive things are going to start to occur. So I think I just wanted people to really I believe in humanity. I just feel like people just aren't really embracing the facts at hand. So I hope this song compels people to understand the facts.
According to Little Dicky, he said during an interview on Earth Day that the song is his life's most important work. Originally, the song was just a silly idea, but after he learned more about climate change and its effect on our planet, the purpose of the song changed.
I haven't heard it.
It's interesting. The music video is really something.
I'm encouraged by the idea of the song.
Yes.
I'm not a Lil Dicky fan, just because he's not for me, but I appreciate the idea. and we'll see if it makes an impact. Hopefully it does. Yeah.
Exactly. With Coachella this past weekend, a lot of the nation got a heavy case of FOMO thanks to mass Instagram posts. Well, thanks to Nebraska-based company Fake a Vacation, you can stencil yourself into Illusions Vacations destinations. This might sound like a crazy new trend, but this has been going on for a while now. People faking vacations has become a way of a lot of big internet content creators build their followers base.
That is true. Do you remember?
I'd love to go to Coachella, so stencil me in that one.
That's not the same as going to Coachella. But do you remember when Bow Wow faked a whole vacation? Like he was like, I'm on this
boat,
big plane.
Yes, on a plane.
God.
Yep. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Entertainment with Alexis. Stay tuned for more Rise and Shine.
Hello?
Josh, the stream's not working. We need you to fix it right now.
The stream's down? I'll be right there.
Oh my god, so you'll never believe what happened to Khloe Kardashian this week.
Oh my god, what happened? Tell me.
Okay, so she was at the mall, shopping at Saks.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Hey, we're practicing for our new show, What's the Tea, starring me.
And me.
Hey Brianna, when does it air?
Every other Sunday at 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Anyway, I can't wait for you to sip some tea with us.
Only on WTOP.
Good morning and welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. I'm your entertainment anchor, Alexis Bruning, and here is the latest in entertainment news. Jeopardy contestant James Holzhauer is well on his way to beating a Jeopardy record. Holzhauer, a Las Vegas professional sports bettor, has been on a winning streak for almost 2 weeks and has gained the attention of current record holder Ken Jennings. Jennings, who earned more than $25 million, tweeted about Holzhauer's success. Jennings says, "This is absolutely insane. I've always wanted to see someone try Jeopardy wagering this way who had the skills to back it up." Jumping from category to category and betting large amounts of money in daily doubles has worked in Holzhauer's favor, and as of last Thursday, he has collected over $1 million and broke his own record of earning $131,127 in one episode. Broadway hit Hamilton, an American musical, is coming to Syracuse. Famous artists announced the Tony Award-winning show will be coming for the 2020-2021 season. The musical tells us the story of founding father Alexander Hamilton, which was inspired by historian Ron Chernow's 2004 biography titled Alexander Hamilton. The music, written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, incorporates hip-hop, R&B, pop, soul, and traditional style show tunes. The musical received a record-setting 16 Tony nominations, winning 11, including Best Musical. Other awards include the 2016 Grammy Award for Best Musical Album and the 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. While season ticket holders will have the first to access tickets when they become available, specific dates and locations have not been announced. One movie theater chain will remain open for 72 hours for the Avengers Endgame premiere. Rick Damigella tells us more.
If we do this, how do we know it's going to end any differently than it did before?
If you're worried about missing Avengers Endgame this weekend and having the plot spoiled, AMC is the hero you need. The theater chain has announced 17 of its locations will stay open for 72 hours straight between Thursday and Sunday for screenings of the highly anticipated movie.
Kevin, good to see you, man.
At the Avengers Endgame premiere, director Kevin Smith gave an update on his next flick, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
I just finished my cut today, and we're moving along very rapidly, man. Right now I'm in an hour, 43 minutes, and stuff's funny. I love it.
Trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you.
Ryan Reynolds posted a new trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu to his YouTube page. The sneak peek is backed by Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. Reynolds voices the Electric Mouse detective with Justice Smith as his human counterpart.
I know this much. If your dad was here, he would hug you so hard, your bones would pop.
The game is afoot May 10th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
The movie, set to release on Friday, has sold more advance tickets than any other title in history.
I think you meant the Avengers one, because we talked about like 3 movies, but yeah, the Endgame is like, I haven't gotten my tickets yet. I'm a bad friend and a bad fan. I know Robert Downey Jr. But
wow.
I know, I can't believe I'm here. But I'm so excited. It's probably going to be the biggest movie ever. Yeah. But somehow Titanic is still going to keep the record.
I'll have to take my brother to it. He loves these movies. So.
I read online they're supposed to be, think that they're going to make at least $1 billion in the first week.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did in the first week.
That's what it said online, so I don't know.
We'll see. I keep talking about my mom this episode, but my mom, so when Infinity War came out last year, I was so excited about it, and me and my friends were like, oh, Infinity War, we're so excited. Biggest movie event of the year. And my mom is such a Hollywood, like, pop culture nerd. She was like, we'll see what that's about. My mom watched like one Avengers movie and then got hooked and watched every single Marvel movie in a week and a half.
No.
And then saw Infinity War with me on my birthday. And she's like,
the sweetest thing.
But the funniest thing to me was she was like, I think my favorite character is Loki. And Loki was the first dude to die in that movie. And it was all for nothing.
That's so sad. She was probably so disappointed.
Yeah. Do you have anything for us, Liam, to go off
Any
of?
nice days coming up like yesterday?
Yeah. I mean, the nicest day we got coming up is going to be that one Friday. It's going to be warmer, 50, 54 degrees, but it's going to rain. Thursday is the last nice day. It's the closest one we have to average in a few days for the rest of the week actually coming up. So look forward to tomorrow. Look forward to the rest of the week too, but it's not going to be as nice as tomorrow is, unfortunately. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Yesterday was beautiful.
It was such a tease yesterday. Anyway, that is our show for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Have a great day, everyone.
Guys, I don't feel so good. Shouldn't have had that chili for lunch.
When you are in space, you can't run down to the store to buy parts. You have to improvise with what you have on your mission. Making is when there is something new that was not in existence at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
It's an incredible sense of accomplishment when you have made something. That's why I make. Now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Hello?
Josh, the stream's not working. We need you to fix it right now.
The stream's down? I'll be right there.